Hello? Hello? Hello, Tui? Hello?
No, teacher.
Hi, hello. Good morning, Tui. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Yeah, okay. So we have two meetings that we weren't able to see each other, right? So you were
Yeah.
busy? You were busy during that time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's continue our lesson, Tui. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to share the presentation to you now.
Yes.
Uh, can you hear me, Toy? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Yeah, okay. Is it loud and clear? Is it clear?
Yes,
Yeah,
clear.
okay. So, last time we're able to have this particular lesson. Have you got a headache? And we all know this particular symptoms. Okay, if you have this particular kind of sickness, right? So, like for example, if you were going to say, I've got a terrible headache, so we are referring to this one, this picture, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we say symptoms to TUI, that means cause or that would be the start of a particular sickness. Okay, so this time now, we will be going to continue our lesson or the listening activity at the chemist. So Chu Hua thinks she has the flu, so she goes to the chemist. So let's try to listen to the conversation and we will be going to understand what symptoms does she have. Okay? So
Yes.
on our discussion, we will be going to understand what would be the meaning of chemists. Okay, so that would be, we will be going to know that one later, Toy. Okay, so let's try to listen to their conversation. 43.
I'm not.
Recording 43.
Can you hear it, Toy?
Hello.
Yes.
Hi. I think I've got the flu. Could you give me something for it? Okay. What are your symptoms? Well, have you got a headache, sore throat, temperature? Are you coughing? Yeah, I can't stop coughing at night. Okay. How long have you had the cough? A couple of days now. And I have a headache too. Do you take any other medicine? No. Okay. This is cough mixture. It will stop the cough. The most important thing is take 2 spoonfuls 3 or 4 times a day. Don't take it just when you've got a cough because then it takes a little while to work. You need to take it before you cough. Or if you don't want to take medicine, then there is a lozenge you can have. Take 2. Have one and then as soon as you finish, take another one. One after the other. Can I take both the lozenges and a cough mixture? No. You must take one or the other. You can have the cough mixture at night time and carry the lozenges in your bag during the day. If you're going to the movies and you think that cough's going to annoy people, you can have some lozenges. They soothe your throat. Because sometimes if your throat's dry, you cough. So that will help there. And what about my headache? You should take paracetamol for your headache. It's gentle on the stomach and it's safe to take. And take 2 of those every 4 hours. Maximum of 8 in 24 hours. You mustn't take more than that. Okay. And what about my eyes? They're really sore. Is there anything I can take for them? Yes. Try these eye drops. Squeeze 1 or 2 drops into each eye twice a day. Okay. And how long do I take this medicine for? About 10 days. You shouldn't take it for longer than that. Okay, and remember to take multivitamins too.
Okay, so we already heard about the symptoms of Chuhua, and let's try to list it in here, Toy. So, what do you think would be the symptoms that Miss Chuhua told the chemist? So, first, she said that she has.
Wait for me.
Okay,
No, I cannot open this door. Why?
you cannot see it.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, so it's okay now. Okay, I have to make it
No,
bigger.
I see.
Okay, yeah.
I cannot see me same last time.
Uh-huh.
That bigger.
But you can see it now,
Oh, it's
Toy.
okay.
Okay, it's
now.
okay now. Okay. So what do you think would be the symptoms that Chuhua informed the chemist? So first, she was able to say that she has a
See,
cough, right?
yeah,
Yeah, so she has a cough. She informed the chemist that, oh, she's coughing. And then the symptom that she have would be she has also headache, right?
eh,
Yes, and then the last symptom that she said would be she has a sore eyes. Okay? Yeah,
yeah,
because actually if you are coughing and then you have also a headache, then there would be also some kind of a sore eye. So your eyes will become sore if you are coughing. Okay? Now, look at these instructions too for different medicines. So listen again and complete the gaps in here. Now, we already listened to that, right? So can we be able to answer them now, Toy, without listening it again? Okay, like for example, for a cough mixture, because she said she has a cough, right? So the chemist gave her cough mixture or
yeah.
cough medicine. So what do you think would be the direction that the chemist told Chuhua? So this is the direction, right? So adults take 2 spoonfuls of or 3 or 4 times a day.
Ade.
Okay, so she will going to take that one at least 3 or 4 times a day. So that is for cough. Okay. What
Yeah,
about, okay, another one, she also mentioned about cough lozenges. Okay. Because if ever, let's say, for example, if she is working or she will going to go to the cinema and if she will going to cough, that would annoy the people in there. Okay. So in order not to cough, so she will going to what? To eat, okay, or to take the cough lozenges if she
yeah.
keeps coughing. So what would be the direction that the chemist told her? So take
Test long.
for the cough lozenges, she will be going to take
Test to
2. Very good. So take 2, 1 lozenge at a time. Okay, that means, yes, that means she will going to take 2 and then, no, 1 first, and then after that one, another 1. Okay, so that makes 2 at a time, right?
yeah,
Okay, next.
yeah.
What about for the paracetamol, right? So paracetamol is for
Paracetamol.
the headache,
Yes.
right? So since she was able to mention about the symptom that she has also a headache, so the chemist also gave her paracetamol, okay? Because this paracetamol is for headache. So what would be the direction? So for adults, she said, take
Take 2
tablets. Okay, so 2 tablets every how many
Mm.
hours? So every 20.
every
Okay,
4 hours. 4
yes,
hours.
yes, every 24 hours. So do not take more than what, Toy?
And 8.
Yes, so more than 8 hours. Okay, tablets within 24 hours. Okay, so what does it mean? Let's say, for example, if you are about to understand this toy, let's say the chemist will going to give you this instruction. So what does it mean? For adults, you have to take 2 tablets.
24, not 24.
Okay, again,
4,
letter
4,
D.
2 tablets every 4 hours.
Okay, no, actually, she said it's 24. So every 24
24.
hours.
Ah,
Yes. Okay,
not
actually, this one is wrong, right? Yeah, it should
yeah.
be 4. It should be 4
Yes.
hours because paracetamol can be taken 4 hours, right? Yes. So 4 hours, and that would be if you were going to take 4, one for in that particular hour, and then after 4 hours, you need to take another one. So that makes 2, right? Okay, and then after that one, so 4 plus 4, that would be 8 tablets, okay, in
Yes.
24 hours, right? Because 4 times
Yes.
2, that would be 8 also. Okay? Okay, so
Okay.
that means in 24 hours, so there is 60 minutes in 1 hour, right? So in 4 hours, there should be 60 plus 4 times 4, that would be 240 hours. So that's
Yes.
equivalent to how many tablets? That would be 8. It should only
8,
be 8
8
hours,
in
8
24
tablets in 24 hours. So it's not more than that. Okay. So that would be for headache. Now, what about for the sore eyes that she mentioned?
hours.
Okay, so she will be going to use an eye drops. So the direction for use in here, adults only squeeze.
3, 1 or 2 drops.
Yes. 1 or 2 drops in each eye. For how many? Okay, for how many per day?
10.
Okay, so it should be 2 times a
2,
day,
yeah.
right? So twice a day. So it can be 1, it can be 2 drops in each eye, huh? So eye on the left and our eyes on the right. So 1 or 2 times a day. So that means maybe you can put it in the morning and then after that in the evening, right, Toy? Because that would be 2 times a day. Okay? Now,
Yeah.
question in here, Toy. Did these chemists, okay, already solve the problem about the symptoms of Chuhua? What do you think? That she was able to give already an advice on what to do for the following symptoms?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, because if you are coughing, of course you need to take cough medicine. If you have a headache, so you need to take paracetamol, right? If you have a sore eyes, you need to take or
Eye
you
drop.
need to put, okay, not take, but you need to squeeze or put an eye drops. Okay, so
Yeah.
that means the chemist gave already what is necessary to this particular symptoms. Now,
Yeah.
it's very important too that in going to the chemist, okay, actually, if you're talking about chemist in here, Toy, we are talking also about, okay, in London, in the United Kingdom, okay, they call the um, the pharmacists as chemists.
Pharmacist.
Yes, so pharmacies, I don't know in Vietnam, how do you call those person who is doing or making medicines? Because here in the Philippines, we call this one as pharmacists. What about in Vietnam? How do you call them?
Pharmacist.
Again, Makotoy?
Pharmacist. Pharmacist.
Okay, can you how do you spell that one? Let me see. Oh, did you put that one on the chat, Toy?
Yeah. Did you see? Chat.
Okay, pharmacy.
Yeah.
The person who is making what is one particular making a medicine, you call that one as pharmacy. Oh, so we have a different calling for that. Oh, okay. Now I know, huh? This is the first time that I heard about pharmacy. Okay. Because here in the Philippines, we call that one as pharmacist, but in London, they call that one as chemist, right? Because when we are talking about chemists are our person who makes medicine, right? Yeah, so they are the one making our medicines actually. So they are a professional that usually develop and make medicines for our sickness, for our symptoms. Okay, but do you think chemists can be able to give this particular medicine? What do you
Oh no,
think?
I'm wrong. In Vietnam, pharmacist, same
Not.
Philippines. The blind, for the pharmacist. So, medicine is pharmacy.
Okay. So
Blind,
pharmacy is a place where you can buy
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
where you can buy medicine. But the
yeah.
person, okay, the person we
Is
call that
pharmacist, same.
pharmacist also.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the same. Okay, but the question too is, do you think pharmacists can be able to give us or can be able to give us a particular medicine? What do you think? Because here in the Philippines, actually, pharmacists cannot give, not unless there is what do you call this one? An order coming from the doctor. Let's say, for
Yeah,
example, you have to go for a doctor for a checkup first. And once you have already what is one? What do we call that one? Something like an order coming from the doctor that, oh, these are the medicine that you need to take. So you have to go to the pharmacy and then you have to buy this one. So that's the time that the pharmacist can give you that one, unless there would be a prescription. Okay, we call that one actually, Toy, here in the Philippines as prescription coming from the doctor. Okay, so this prescription comes from the doctor. Okay, but look at this one. In this particular situation, Chua goes to the chemist right away, right?
yeah.
Without consulting a doctor or a physician. What about in Vietnam?
In Vietnam, the pharmacy they can sell. We can go to the pharmacy to buy the medicine from other uh, reception of
Mhm.
doctor. Uh, and you can buy you can buy some
Medicines.
medicine for lacmosis. Example, you blue cow headache
Ah, yeah. Okay. Simple as. Yeah.
for the yeah
Yeah.
the
Okay.
yeah
Actually, same here in the Philippines, Toy.
yes
You can buy that one without a prescription, even without a prescription from the doctor,
yes
because
mm,
those are just only simple
yes
medicine, right? Like cup
yeah
mixture, lozenges, paracetamol. Actually, paracetamol is very common because if you have a headache, you can drink actually paracetamol because this one is safe.
yes
Okay,
mm,
so even without a prescription of the doctor, yeah, that's also the same here in the Philippines. But if, let's say, for example, you have, let's say, a cancer, okay, actually, pharmacies cannot give you that particular medicine, not unless there is an order called prescription from the doctor, right?
yes
Okay, so because those sickness are very serious sickness or illness,
yeah
so that's why the pharmacist cannot give you. But yes, of course, if these are just only simple medicine, so they can also give that one without a doctor's prescription. Okay, but there's another question in here, Toy. What about, let's say, for example, if you are not feeling well, so where do you go first, Toy? If you're not feeling well, do you go to your doctor for a checkup, or do you buy medicine right away without consulting your doctor?
with me uh if I had it, I will go to the my
Pharmacy.
city
Yes.
buy Panadol
Ah,
because
Panadol. Ah, yeah. Okay.
Panadol I take Panadol first after I take some Panadol but uh but not better not
Mm,
better I will go to see the doctor
yeah,
first
okay, okay. So, yeah, actually, sometimes when we take paracetamol, actually, Panadol, there is also Panadol there in Vietnam.
yeah
Ah, okay. Actually, here in the Philippines, we have so many paracetamol like Biogesic, paracetamol. We have also Medicol, okay, here in the Philippines. What about in
yeah
Vietnam? Do you have also Biogesic and Medicol? Do you have also that one?
maybe
Or you don't have?
maybe
You,
I think that because I open you the Panadol, the red Panadol.
yeah, okay.
I cannot take the green Panadol. Only you the only take the red Panadol. Yes,
Yeah, okay, okay. So there would be differences, right, when it comes to the medicine. But it's okay, okay, for as long as that is also one of the brand of paracetamol, okay? Okay. So, that would be the case. Same also situation here in the Philippines, because if you were going to take paracetamol and then if there would be no effect and then still your head is aching, so that's the time that you need to consult your doctor because maybe something wrong with that, right?
yeah.
Okay, well, very good, Toy, huh? Okay, now look at this one, Toy. It says in here that chemist and pharmacy actually is used in British English, but drugstore is used in American English. Okay? Actually, in Vietnam, you call pharmacy as drugstore. Here in the Philippines, we call that one as drugstore. Okay? Or we call that one as, there are two, huh? Okay, pharmacy or a drugstore. Okay, so we use that one here in the Philippines. But in London,
Okay.
okay,
Uh,
they, yes,
have I think have because in Vietnam have the but they write in Vietnamese not write English.
okay, yeah, so that is why. Okay,
Yeah.
so in London, they call that one as chemists. Okay, chemist is a person, okay, that is in charge of medicine, and the place is they call that one as pharmacy. Okay, so
Pharmacy.
this one is in London. Okay,
Pharmacy.
yeah,
Yeah.
so if you happen to go there in London, you have to look for a pharmacy and you have to consult a chemist. Okay? Do not say, I have to buy a medicine at the drugstore because they don't know that one. Okay? Because they
Yeah.
are known for pharmacy. Okay? But if you happen to go to US, okay, you have to say drugstore. So in
Yeah.
buying medicine, so you are going to go to a drugstore. Okay, so let's proceed now. Toy. Now for the speaking activity in here, if you have got a headache, okay, at the chemist. So she is now called chemist, right? So the chemist is the one in charge giving you an advice of what
Yeah.
is the best medicine for your headache. Okay. Now, giving instructions. So it's very important that we should have to follow the instruction, or else if we will not going to follow the instruction, what would happen, Toy? You are going to get, or you may take the wrong process of taking your medicine, right? If you will not going to listen, or if you will not going to follow the chemist's instruction, okay? Let's say, for example, the chemist would say, oh, take twice or 2 tablets every 4 hours, okay? And then you were able to take 4, oh my gosh. So that would be an overdose already. Okay, Toy? So
Yeah.
it's actually if you have an overdose of a particular medicine, you will
Mm.
going to have your stomach will be damaged. Okay? If you will going to have an overdose of medicine. That's why it's very important to follow the instruction of the doctor or the chemist. Okay, so let's try to read what the pharmacist said and put the expressions in bold into the correct column in here. Okay?
Mm.
And the first one has been done for us. Okay, like for example, don't take. So in this particular expression in here, we are talking about not to do. Okay?
Yeah.
So not to do because it says in here don't or do not. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
What about what to do? What are the expressions that we can say that we have to follow that? Okay,
You need
first,
to
yes. So you need to take. So you should have to very carefully listen to the instruction of the chemist. Or if the chemist would say, oh, you need to take, okay, or if the chemist should say, don't take, okay, so it's very important to follow that. Okay, after that, what else aside from you
you
need to
should
take? Yes, so also sometimes we heard about saying you should take. Okay, what else, Toy?
test.
Yes, so take. So that would be the expressions for what to do. Okay, only one that is not to do. Okay, but sometimes we can say, when we say, what's the opposite of should? Sometimes you hear sometimes that you
You
shouldn't.
And
Yes. Okay. So you shouldn't take. So that means you will not going to take that one. Okay. So that
yeah.
would also be it, Toy. Okay. So I guess we're done with that. Now, look at the audio script on page 92 and find 3 or more expressions to add to the table. Okay, so we will not going to do it anymore. So we have to do the sound smart now. Thought. Sentence stress for instructions and advice. So this is very important that in listening sometimes to people who are talking, especially giving instructions or giving an advice to us, it's very important to listen to how that person stresses for
Right.
a particular instructions or advice. Okay? Now, let's try to listen to the sentences and underline the word which is stressed the most. So the first one has been done for us. So in an audio presentation that we have, so the instruction that the word that is stressed is the word take. And what about the other? So let's try to find out here, Toy.
Yes.
Recording 44.
You need to take it before you cough. You should take paracetamol.
Okay, so what do you think would be the stress in there?
That's amazing.
Okay, you, yes, you should take. Okay, so the stress is also in the word take, right? Okay, next. Let's try to hear another one.
Don't take it when you cough.
Okay, so what's the stress? Yes, so don't. Okay, so the stress in there is don't. Okay, next.
You shouldn't take it for longer than that.
Okay, so what's the stress? Yes, so you shouldn't. Okay, so you shouldn't take it for longer than that. Okay,
Yeah.
next.
You mustn't take more than that.
So what's
Mustn't.
the okay, mustn't. Very good. Okay. Now, as you can see in here, Toy, in the following words in here, take, don't, shouldn't, mustn't. So why is it important? Why these particular words are very important? Because it's in here, right? What to do and what
do,
not to do.
not
So
to
it's
do.
very important that you should have to emphasize it. Take, okay? Don't, shouldn't, mustn't. Because if you will not going to emphasize that one, if the doctor or if the chemist will not going to emphasize that one, maybe you will going to wrongly hear an information, right? Or maybe you will going to say, oh, what am I going to do? I should have to take or I shouldn't have to take, right? So therefore, the doctor, the chemist is most of the time emphasizing to the most important word. Okay? Okay. So can we try to practice this one, Toy? That the stress should fall at the take, don't, shouldn't, mustn't. Okay.
Yeah.
Repeat after me, Toy. You need to take it before you cough.
You need to test it before you cough.
Very good. You should take paracetamol.
You should test paracetamol.
Very good. Don't take it when you cough.
Don't take it when you cough.
Good. You shouldn't take it for longer than that.
You shouldn't take it for longer than that.
You mustn't take more than that.
You mustn't take more than that.
Very good. Wow. Congratulations, Toy, huh? Now, is it okay if I am going to give you this one as part of your homework, Toy? Okay, so I want to hear this one so that you will not going to forget this one, okay? follow the proper stressing of the word in the sentence because it's very important. Okay? Okay, good. Now, what pattern can you see in the word stress of these sentences? What do you think would be the pattern?
The action.
Okay, actually, the pattern here would be just what I am saying, okay? The verb, okay, we have to emphasize the verbs. Okay, in,
Ah.
yes. Okay, the first one, verbs in the positive, yes, okay, positive sentence. And then the second one is on emphasizing on the negative, right? So the negative should be shouldn't or don't, shouldn't, and mustn't. So emphasizing on the negative statement. So why is it important to emphasize again? Because again, those are the most important words that a certain patient should understand, right? Okay, take, okay, or don't take, okay, shouldn't take, okay, mustn't take, okay. So again, toy, in the negative statement, we do not
No.
emphasize the
Hey.
verb, right? Okay, but on the positive statement, we emphasize the verbs in it. Okay,
Yes.
good. So that would be the pattern. So listen to the sentences again and practice saying them. So we already practiced that one. Okay, so you did a good job, Toy. Next, do you have questions for this, Toy?
No more question,
No
teacher.
more. Okay. Now, let's try to match the symptoms with the remedies in here. So number one is given. For the toothache, we use pain killers. Okay? What are those painkillers, Toy? Okay,
Thank
actually,
you.
yes, paracetamol is
Ah.
one of a painkiller because if you have a headache, right? So you are going to take paracetamol, and paracetamol is safe to take even without the prescription coming from the doctor, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's very common, actually, common painkillers. Next, what about sore throat, Toy?
Alright, we can take the
Okay,
cough
so
mixture.
okay, so for the sore throat, you need to
Cough. Alright.
sore throat. Okay, if you have a sore, your throat is sore, and that's why you cough.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Alright, we lozenges.
Yeah, so lozenges. Okay, can you say it, Toy? Lozenges.
Lozenges. Yeah.
Very good. Okay. For the swollen knee. So your knees are swollen.
Ice.
Okay, very good. Yes, actually, I saw my grandmother every night that she's using an ice and put that one on an ice pack and put on her knees. So that's actually okay. That would actually the remedy. Okay, we call that
Really?
one. Huh?
Really? Oh, I
Yes.
don't know.
If you have a swollen knee, actually, Toy, you can put
Yeah.
some ice. Not unless if there would be problem about your knees. But if that's just only that, let's say arthritis. You know what's arthritis? Okay. Actually, those who have arthritis, right? Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
arthritis is common to those who are old person. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, these are very common to an old, those who have already, for those aged person, because it's common, okay? Because part of aging